Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hello, children. I remember that pissed off a very thin-skinned pansy. We're not children. It reminded me of three, no less. Three. This was in the olden days in the 90s, where I used to call the girls I was dating kid. Like, hey, nice going, kid. And it was a reference to Casablanca, but I was foolish enough, even I would show these girls Casablanca, I was foolish enough to think that they would get the joke and find it endearing, because that's what Humphrey Bogart called Ingrid Bergman. Like, that's degrading, that's sexy. I didn't do that, but I should have. You're advocating violence. No, I'm just what you do is you never date these girls. Anyway, that has nothing to do with today's request. Today's request comes from, I don't know if he wants to remain anonymous. We'll just assume he wants to. Keeping it short, I got married young at 19 and was married for 13 years, so you were 32, if I did my math. My marriage ended as my ex-wife put on and lost 50 pounds in a year, cut her hair short, and changed her name. Obviously, she was chaos incarnate. Yeah, if a girl gets fat, that is grounds for divorce and leaving her. My marriage also ended with me above 300 pounds. Well, okay, well, fucking Christ, it applies to men here, too. You didn't come off like fucking Humphrey Bogart in this one. 20K in debt and making around 40,000 a year. That's not bad. The worst part of those numbers is the 300 pounds. The 20K in debt is not that bad, dude. A lot of guys right now who went through divorce and went through the divorce hell, they're like, dude, you got off scot clean. I find myself now 3 years later, I'm 35 years old, I got back in shape and back into martial arts. Had two amateur MMA fights at 205. Fucking there it is. Right fucking there, man. Awesome. I'll be debt-free in the next year, and for the first time in my life, I've broken 100K salary. Look at this fucking guy go. You sure you need my advice? I would like to add a partner to my life. Oh, God, because the first time wasn't good enough. The problem is I never learned to date as I spent my 20s and early 30s married. Yeah, that's true. I have little patience for online dating as I have no kids, and I don't feel like raising another guy's kids. Yeah, you're starting to hit that. You're 35 now. They all got kids. And here's the other thing. Your testosterone is starting to go down a little bit, too. Or you're just maturing, and you don't have time for the fucking bullshit that 20-something childless women have. I have no patience for hairdressers, HR reps, Snapchat filters, and basically the average bullshit of a 25 to a 35-year-old. Well, then you're going to have to be gay. You're going to have to date men, because that's all there is for women at that age. I wonder if STEM chicks know how fucking valuable they are. Do you think so? They're kind of nerdy and they don't know. They're just all caught up in their fucking engineering. I don't see the value in browsing thousands of profiles for one chick barely worth messaging, only to assume I'm a dick pic sending perv until proven otherwise. Meeting women at the gym is tough, as I am there to do work, and so they should be too. Besides meetups and speed dating, what is an effective strategy for finding a decent, worthwhile girl? I've browsed your videos and saw several times where your response is kind of throw up your hands. Granted, this is difficult to damn near impossible problem, but hopefully you'll have the wisdom I seek. Let me know how much it costs and keep other... Well, here's the thing. A lot of times, a lot of problems don't have solutions. And here's what is it. I saw several times where your response is to kind of throw up your hands. Granted, this is difficult to damn near impossible problem, but hopefully you'll have the wisdom I seek. I don't have any new wisdom. It is that hard. It is that hard. So it's not like there's this kernel of knowledge I have, and only I, Aaron Clary, have it, and I'm about to share it with all the men of the world, how to find that hot STEM IT majoring girl who supports herself, yet is guy wants to be a little traditional and wants to support and love her husband, and she's great in the sack. If we had that, if we knew it, it would not be such a problem to find a girl that doesn't have another man's kid, has a real fucking career, none of this fucking dipshittery that you mentioned before. This is why when you find a girl like that, who is marriage material, you hold the fuck onto her. It's kind of a paradox where I could certainly understand where men going MGTOW, they just swear off women like, fuck this bullshit. There's no way. I have another client. I downloaded Tinder to try it because I've never used it before. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is a pain in the ass. But then, so you have this huge incentive. Every incentive will say, fuck it, I'm done. But that, at the same time, means that one woman that is like, wow, you better hold on to her. That there are quality women. They're very, very rare. But that means you better hold on to them and cherish them and value them. And if one comes across you, you'll be like, oh, hey, how you doing? So to help you solve your problem, let's diagnose and assess it accurately and correctly. It is a very difficult problem to solve that may not have a solution. All right, it's really a statistics game. All right, so what did I ask here? I say, are you in a large town, willing to move? How active is the meetup community there? Also, ever get your IQ tested, regardless of video response? Okay. He lives in Dallas, and moving is not really an option. Work is really good here. I have a good work-life balance and make over $100,000. See, look at that. You're in a great town, making all that money. Texas has no state income tax. Absolutely. The meetup community is pretty good. I've been to a few events, but they are really a mixed bag. It is also really uncomfortable for the chicks to be in a 1-to-3 ratio setting, and they shut down pretty hard. As far as IQ goes, I was raised by a single mom who was a hippie, but also a PhD psychologist. She tested my IQ every year. When I was a kid, the last time she tested was when I was 19. I had 122. I keep this secret most of the time because people have an adverse reaction to finding out about my IQ. Yeah, you don't tell anyone. I mean, unless the topic is IQ and someone asks you, what is your IQ? But you don't just like, hi, my name's Steve. I have an IQ of 122. It'd just be like, oh, good. Okay. You're doing everything you can. All right. It is a job. It is a part-time job. If you want to find a quality woman, it's a part-time job. And one you got to keep hammering away at. And today on Tinder, where I'm like learning to do the swipe left versus swipe right, holy shit, is it a mind-numbing job. And it's a job of statistics and multiple approaches, none of which is the silver bullet, but the persistence and salesmanship and hunting, constantly hunting, is what's probably going to pay this off in the end. I am not a big fan of wasting your time at nightclubs, okay? So that's one thing. I'm not a big fan of making this a job or your mission in life. I must find a woman, because then it's not so much you get one-itis, but you fail to live your own life, and living your own life and doing your own thing is the best way to meet women that are going to be conducive and compatible with you. I am for the online dating and all that other stuff, but it's just going to be out there and pounding the pavement. So what I would do, one, accept the chance, not the fact, but the chance you may not find a girl. We'd all like things in life, but what we get and what life is going to give us are always going to be two different things. Now, hopefully, maybe, and then, you got plenty of time, you'll find a gal that you like, you go and you get married and you settle down. But if you skipped your 20s, okay, your teens and your 20s, if there's a lesson to learn in your teens and your 20s is you do not chase after pussy. You do not. You have, every guy who's in the 30s and 40s will say, I wasted so much time chasing tail. Even if you got tail, it was like, fuck, that was not worth it. Listening to stupid fucking girls talk, and it's not even until you're older do you realize, oh yeah, sweetheart, that's nice. It's just a little bit more time or a drink or two before she's sucking my dick. Oh, you watch the Kardashians, that's nice. I mean, even beforehand you think, well, they're so, am I stupid because I don't understand the Kardashians? Like, you avoided all that shit. Actually, you probably, well, okay, you were married, it was wasting your time. But, where was I going with this? Do not make that mistake. Do not go to nightclubs. Do not go to parties. Do not always look for girls. Girls. Don't waste your time. You keep being you. Like the Acura commercial guy, we do cars. We sell cars. You sell you. Fucking cool commercial. Anyway, that's a good luck. You just go and keep doing what you're doing. You keep working. You keep working out. You do your MMA. Inevitably, you're going to run across a girl or two or three. It may take a year or two or three or 5 or 10. But you're going to more statistically likely find a woman doing your thing, living your life that will be conducive in your life because you're running around in the same pastures and swimming in the same rivers. right? You go to a nightclub, you're going to run into your hairdresser. That's not the river you're from. That's not the mountain you climb, right? You go do what you want to do, and you're going to find women that are statistically more likely to Venn diagram with your interests and be of your same psychological philosophy. So outside of that, then there are other actionable items, specific things that you do to go out and maybe date. How much you want to spend and put your time into this, it's up to you. But man, I think I was on like for 15 minutes, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I got more important shit to do. Like I said, now you're 35, your testosterone's going down, and you're just more mature. You're gonna be like, I don't got time for this shit. And so I would heed that self-respect bit of your soul yelling at you like that. But then at the same time, if you really want to get it, it's going to be a job. So you're going to do the Tinder thing. I think less than 1 in 100 women there are actually legitimate. Because I was shocked at how many fat old women are on that thing. I'm like, holy crap. Then there's also fake profiles, just like there are Facebook people trying to befriend you, like with the 3 names. But for the amount of investment, okay, so that was 15 minutes I just pissed away of my life swiping to get an idea that this is dumb. But that's infinitely more efficient, no matter how painful or boring, than going to a nightclub and trying to talk to a girl at a bar when it's really loud and she's got her herd and her bitch shields up. All right, so the Tinder or online, any kind of online dating, Plenty of Fish, whatever, I would do that like you're on the bus. Like, this is background shit. This is just something you do. Like, people have the spinners, the autisms and the Aspergers, and the other kids who grew up without fathers or dad around in the house. That's your spinner. You're always on that Tinder because it's just a numbers game by that time. So that's what I would do. And the online dating and anything else. So do digital, do online. If you want, I always recommend ballroom dancing because at least it's entertaining and fun. Highly location dependent. I think Dallas has a vibrant salsa community, but it could be, like you said, with a lot of these meetup girls, it could be a sausage fest, 3 to 1. I would not attend meetups that you don't like just to meet women. I would only go to meetups that you do like, because once again, oh my God, you like running? I'm a runner. Hey, we can go run. She's into health. She's not overweight, stuff like that. Church, I mean, it's standard stuff, man. If you're at all religious or thinking about getting into religion, go start scoping out churches. Your primary motive there should be religion, but I'm not going to fucking judge you if you go there to meet some tail, because it's maybe, and even then, like, there ain't no pool that ain't polluted or tainted. A lot of feminism has infested and infiltrated into churches. But whatever you can do aside from a pure waste of your time, as long as there's something that you can do, a meetup group, seminars, ballroom dancing, something that you personally enjoy, weight training, MMA, maybe go help out girls with MMA. How cool would that be if you start dating a girl who's an MMA fighter herself? You guys kind of spar together, there's a little spark. You got her in an arm bar, and then you guys are just making out on the mat. I don't know, some fucking Hallmark movie channel special. But it is, take whatever venues you can think of, without sacrificing your own pursuit of life. Pursue them, and these alternative venues should have some kind of secondary or ulterior benefit to them, like, running, cycling, a hobby of yours you enjoy, spiritual or philosophical improvement. Okay, maybe there's a girl at a seminar, even maybe taking classes. I don't know. It's got to benefit you somehow, because you do not want to repeat your teens and 20s, which you didn't, but other people did, and that is waste your time chasing tail in a purely female environment like a nightclub. So I wish I had like, here's the formula. You want the formula for Coke? Here it is. Formula for KFC? Here it is. Formula for finding a wife? Here it is. They're just that rare. But live your life, do your thing, don't waste your time, but then try different things in life, not only to help improve yourself, like, expand your horizons, become a more interesting, better man, more interesting, well-rounded individual, but again, the secondary motive or secondary ulterior incentive is to maybe find a girl as you explore and enjoy these different aspects of life. Do you like art? You know, find an old school art, you know, thing. Get into art. Just whatever it is, get out there and do it. You know, you like wiener dogs? Go get a wiener dog. Join the wiener dog club. Go to a dog park, you know. Something, anything, but it's got to be what you like, because you do not have the fucking time to waste anymore. Going to nightclubs. Even going online is bullshit, but that's like I'm saying is like you're in the airport, you're on the bus, you're in line. Okay, fire up Tinder because you got nothing else to do. That's just throwing a line way to fuck out there. Okay, maybe a fish bites, but you got to put effort into it. You got to try all the different venues you can, but always be aiming to improve yourself so you're not wasting that time. And then always admit there's a chance you may not find it, because they are that rare. They're just that rare. Anyway, but you know what? All right, before I let you go, you know what? If you're a decent looking dude, why don't you send me a picture? I already set up some couples in Seattle. They're still dating now. If there's any cute girls in the Dallas area that want to meet this guy, I don't know, email the old captain. I can help you out. My net is large enough. Maybe we can find you a girl or two. Lord knows I could find you a ton of gay guys. Still love you, gay guys. Still love you. Fucking Christ. But yeah, man, outside of Cappy's dating service, it's just going to be a fucking pain in the ass. And so try not to waste your time. Try to do something fun and intellectually stimulating. Don't solely hunt women. And then if you got spare time and you're sitting there with your thumb up your ass, okay, then do the plenty of fish. But man, I mean, that Tinder thing, holy shit. I'm like, this is what it's... And people are like, yeah, man, Tinder's great. I'm like, are you fucking joking me? Who the fuck has time for this shit? All right, that's it. We'll catch you kids later. Captain Love Doctor out. Toodles.